Hey VC, what's up? It's me, yours truly. I am back to post a quick video here. Just gonna be a recent finds video. Stuff that's come in since the last recent finds video. Um, I think what I'm gonna do actually, I decided just kind of a moment ago. Since I do have quite a bit of stuff, I'm probably just gonna pick 5 and show them this time, and maybe do another video later with 5 instead of trying to make like a 30-minute video or whatever with recent finds and that type of thing. But yeah, just been picking up a bunch of stuff lately. I've worked a little bit extra at the record shop lately, so I've kind of built up more credit than I normally have, and I actually used that to purchase a pretty nice grail, which I picked up. I'm in the process of building another collection right now as well. I know I haven't mentioned this as much, but I kind of have a little side thing that I do called Sounds of You vinyl curating, where basically I put together record collections for people. So I'm in the process of building a collection for someone. So that not typically, when I'm doing that, I'm going to stores and digging a lot more than I normally do, which means I typically may stumble across more stuff that I may want myself. So there's also a record show this past weekend, and I went there to pick up a lot of stuff for this new collection and found some stuff for myself. So just been a lot of record activity for me over the past 2 or 3 weeks. But yeah, let's just kind of jump right into it. Like I said, I'm just going to pull out 5 randomly and just kind of share. So we'll start here. That's where I keep my new arrivals right there. Oh, this is a great one. Everything But the Girl. This is their album, The Language of Life, from what, 1990, I think. But yeah, a group that I've known about forever. That they had that big hit "Missing You" back in the 90s. What was it, 80s or 90s? As well as that they had a big hit called "Wrong." And so I'd heard about them and I liked them and all of that, but it wasn't until the past year and a half or so that I just really got into wanting to complete their discography. Just a fantastic duo, and her voice is just silky smooth, and this is just one that I had been needing to get. So I was really happy to stumble across this the other day when I was digging. And it was kind of funny too, because it just kind of shows how our minds work as collectors and how we get used to so many things, because there was a stack of new arrivals at this store, and there was 3 rows of vinyl, and I'm digging through one on the left and there's a guy digging through one on the right, and just out of my peripheral while he was flipping, like, I saw the top of that cover really quick without even necessarily paying attention to it. And I remember thinking, like, did I just see what I thought I saw, like, over here? And then as soon as he left, I went right to the back section, and sure enough, it was this album. And it was just kind of weird to me because I'm not sitting there like looking over. I'm really just paying attention to what I was doing, but somehow subconsciously I was actually looking at what was coming up in his flip out of my peripheral, and it was just a weird experience for me because I never noticed that. But I'm glad it was there and glad I found it, because this is one I've wanted for quite some time. I mean, it's like a $30 record, that type of thing, so it's not like grail status, but searching for a near mint copy, especially finding one in the wild, that was a huge pickup there. What's the next one here? Hey, this is another one that I picked up here. Bob Dylan's Greatest Hits. I already have a copy of this. I think the cool thing about this one here is you can see it still has the hype sticker that says "Contains giant full-color Dylan wall poster." For those of you that are kind of our collectors, you kind of know that finding these with the original poster in them is very, very hard to do. I think the only thing that may be harder than that is finding them with the hype stickers that say that. So this one doesn't have the poster, but I kind of thought the fact that it has the hype sticker on there, I'm gonna get it. It's fantastic condition, still in shrink. And so eventually when I do find the poster, that's going to be a nice combo to have a piece with not only the poster, but the hype sticker as well. So, that was a good pickup just for that reason, actually. What's next here? Let's go with this. Okay. Ladysmith Black Mambazo. One of my absolute favorite African groups. I stumbled across this at the record show the other day. Those that may not be familiar with them, if you've heard Paul Simon's Graceland, if you've ever listened to that album, you've heard Ladysmith, because all of the the African vocals, you know, the background vocals and all of that that you hear on Graceland. It's Lady Smith that's doing that. Definitely one of my absolute favorite African artists. I actually saw them live. It's been a while now, I guess maybe 15 years ago now that I think about it. That I took my mom and dad to go see him. My dad's first generation from Africa, so there was always like a strong connection with different type of African music in my house. But yeah, fantastic group. They kind of do everything a cappella, and it's just beautiful, beautiful stuff. I actually had not heard this album before, and then you know, so I just went ahead and picked it up. So listening to it the other night, it was a lot better than I thought. So fantastic pickup there. So really good stuff. Highly recommend them. If you're not familiar with them, Shaka Zulu is actually probably my favorite album by them. So that's usually where I kind of recommend starting if you're going to check them out. How many is that? 3? All right, let's grab another one here. So let's go this direction. Okay, this was a good one here. Hound. This is Growers of Mushroom. A fantastic psych album, 1971. And of course, this is not an original pressing. This is a reissue. I mean, if it was an original pressing in that condition, I mean, probably what, a $4,000 album or something ridiculous like that. So thank goodness there are reissues. But funny thing about this album is I actually got this album about 2.5 months ago. Whenever I go to record shows, I have a bag that I always take, and I have 2 of, like, you know, the mailing inserts that we put inside mailers to protect the records. I have 4 of those inside my bag, so I keep 2 in the front, 2 in the back, and I put my records in between. You know, that way when I'm walking around the show, if the bag is on my hip, or if someone kind of walks by and bumps into me or something like that, I don't want to ding a corner or something, and that just kind of does it. So you know, usually when I get home, I'll just reach in between and pull those out, and I put the bag in the closet. Well, for some reason, I guess by accident, when I was at a record show about 2.5 months ago, I accidentally slid this in between 2 of the inserts. And so when I pulled out the records when I got home, I just put my bag in the closet and didn't realize that this was still in the bag. So I was getting ready to go to the show last Sunday, and sure enough, I pulled my bag out of the closet, and I'm like, wait, what? And got a little treat before I even walked out of the door. So fantastic album, and glad I finally remembered that I got it. Great psych album. All right, we'll do one more here. Okay. Little Toto. And this is a 40 trips around the sun, right? Yeah, 40 trips around the sun. Just kind of a really cool 2 LP, basically kind of a greatest hits for Toto. It is remastered, but nothing really sounds, you know, extremely different than the original or anything like that, or original versions of songs. But pretty much everything you would expect to find on a Toto album. You know, Hold the Line, Rosanna, Africa, I'll Be Over You, you know, stuff like that. So if you don't want to have one of the gazillion Toto albums, you just kind of want to, you know, knock out the greatest hits, great 2 LP set for that right there. So, right, so there you go, VC. Actually, I'll show that next time, never mind. So there you go, VC. As always, thanks for watching. Let me know what you think, and we will talk to you soon. All right, take care, guys.